What do latest scientific discoveries have in common with Vedas? Let's find out together. Let's get into it.
Certainly many young people in India don't truly know what Veda is. Vedic science, the Vedic wisdom, is truly scientific. It is immensely practical and proven, and it is increasingly indispensable in this modern age.
The ancient Indian scriptures, particularly the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Puranas, are not just religious or philosophical texts, but are treasure troves of profound insights into the nature of the universe. These texts, dating back thousands of years, offer explanations of cosmological, metaphysical, and scientific phenomena that resonate with many modern scientific theories. One of the most striking parallels is the concept of the multiverse, a theory in modern physics suggesting the existence of multiple, possibly infinite, universes beyond our own. Remarkably, this concept finds vivid articulation in ancient Indian thought, especially in stories like the one where Lord Krishna humbles Brahma, the creator of the universe, by revealing countless other Brahmas and their universes. The Rig Veda, the oldest of the four Vedas, contains hymns that hint at a universe far more complex than what was understood in ancient times. The Nasadiya Sukta, often called the Hymn of Creation, explains about the origins of the universe with a level of abstraction and open-endedness that aligns with modern cosmology. It acknowledges the possibility of multiple creations and the cyclical nature of time and existence. Lines such as, "Who knows the secret? Who proclaimed it here? Whence this manifold creation sprang? The gods themselves came later into being. Who knows whence the creation has arisen?" reflect a profound humility before the unknown, akin to the scientific approach. The idea of infinite universes is deeply embedded in Indian cosmology. The Puranas and the Upanishads describe the universe as part of a cyclic process of creation, preservation, and destruction, governed by the trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. These cycles, or kalpas, span billions of years, time frames that astonishingly correspond to modern scientific estimates of cosmic cycles. One of the most illustrative stories connecting the ancient Indian worldview to the modern concept of the multiverse is found in the Bhagavata Purana. It narrates an episode in which Brahma, the creator of this universe, becomes prideful of his power and position. To humble him, Lord Krishna, an incarnation of the Supreme Being, demonstrates the vastness of existence. In the story, Brahma attempts to test Krishna's divinity by hiding a group of cowherd boys and calves. Krishna, in his infinite wisdom, recreates them instantly, leaving Brahma bewildered. When Brahma returns, he sees not only the original boys and calves, but countless versions of them, along with innumerable universes. To further reveal Brahma's limited understanding, Krishna grants him a vision of countless other Brahmas, each presiding over their respective universes. Brahma realizes his insignificance and acknowledges Krishna as the ultimate reality. This story is a powerful metaphor for the multiverse. It suggests that our universe is but one among infinite others, each with its own laws, creators, and dimensions of reality. The imagery of countless Brahmas underscores the scale of the cosmos and the relativity of our perception of time and space. The concept of the multiverse, as postulated in modern physics, arises from theories like quantum mechanics, string theory, and the inflationary model of the universe. These suggest that there could be parallel universes, each with its own physical laws and constants. This aligns intriguingly with the ancient Indian idea of lokas, or worlds, and brahmandas, or cosmic eggs, which are described in the Puranas. For instance, the Vishnu Purana describes the universe as an infinite expanse containing countless Brahmandas, each presided over by a Brahma. These Brahmandas float in an infinite causal ocean, much like the modern concept of universes existing within an overarching multiverse. Additionally, the Upanishads speak of infinite realities that coexist and are accessible through higher states of consciousness, hinting at dimensions beyond our perception. Another striking parallel is the description of time in ancient Indian texts. The concept of kalpas, yugas, and manvantaras suggests a timescale that dwarfs human comprehension. A single day of Brahma, equivalent to 4.32 billion human years, aligns remarkably with the scientific estimation of the age of the Earth. Such vast temporal cycles naturally lend themselves to the idea of multiple universes existing in parallel or sequentially. The ancient rishis or sages who composed the Vedas and other texts were not merely religious seers, but also philosophers and scientists. Their understanding of the cosmos was not limited to the physical realm, but extended to metaphysical and spiritual dimensions. By combining observation, meditation, and introspection, they reached conclusions that modern science is only beginning to explore. The Vedas often describe reality as a play of Maya, or illusion, and Brahman, the ultimate truth. This duality resembles the wave-particle duality in quantum mechanics, where particles exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed. The Chandogya Upanishad's declaration, Tattvam Asi, or you are that, reflects the idea of unity in diversity, much like the quantum entanglement concept, which shows that particles, no matter how far apart, are interconnected. Moreover, the idea of consciousness as a fundamental aspect of reality is central to Indian philosophy. Modern scientific inquiries into the role of consciousness in shaping reality, through the observer effect, for example, echo these ancient insights. The Vedic concept of antaratma, inner self, and its relationship with the cosmos is analogous to the idea that consciousness might be a fundamental aspect of the universe. The parallels between ancient Indian cosmology and modern scientific theories are not merely coincidental. They reveal the universality of human inquiry and the timelessness of certain truths. While science relies on empirical evidence and mathematics, ancient Indian texts approach these questions through spiritual exploration and philosophical reasoning. Both, however, seek to understand the nature of existence. Stories like Krishna humbling Brahma serve as more than mere tales or legends. They are allegories for the infinite possibilities of existence. They remind us of our place in the cosmos and inspire awe at the boundless nature of reality. Similarly, the Vedic and Upanishadic descriptions of the cosmos encourage us to think beyond the material world and explore the profound interconnectedness of all things. In a world increasingly driven by scientific discovery, revisiting ancient texts like the Vedas can provide not only a historical perspective, but also a philosophical framework for understanding our discoveries. They urge us to balance technological advancement with spiritual wisdom, ensuring that our pursuit of knowledge remains anchored in humility and reverence for the mysteries of the universe. The ancient Indian scriptures, with their rich cosmological and metaphysical insights, stand as a testament to the intellectual and spiritual achievements of the rishis. By proposing concepts like the multiverse, cyclical time, and the interconnectedness of consciousness and matter, they bridge the gap between spirituality and science. Stories such as Krishna's revelation to Brahma encapsulate profound truths that resonate with modern scientific theories, reminding us that the quest to understand the universe is as old as humanity itself. These texts are not relics of the past, but living sources of wisdom that continue to inspire and guide us in our exploration of the infinite.
Okay, guys, so I guess nothing we haven't known before, right? This is what I keep on saying for the longest time when people are like I say that the God of the West is the science. But man, so many things were known long before, and they are part of your Vedic tradition, which is such a shame that this has been lost, or I don't know, or maybe it has been suppressed. Let me know what you think to the rest of the world. It's crazy. I don't think we can ever figure out or construct the reasons behind stuff, and sometimes things are not as we would like them to be. And I mean, some people like to conspire, and sometimes I think that people overestimate the abilities of people. Um, but yeah, quantum physics, quantum entanglement. Actually, recently I've been reading about more like a quantum plasma. Let me know if any of you have heard about this concept, that actually it is kind of like a plasma that's going through the universe, what have you. So interesting theories, but a lot of things have been already given in Vedas, and here we are again. But I guess on the other hand, we cannot, I personally take an approach, you cannot judge it, because it's, as he said, the age of Brahma is probably like the age of the earth, but it just is. God just is. I don't know if that's sinking in. I feel like God just is. And the meaning is what we assign. And, you know, civilizations come and go. And you can be beating yourself up for what has happened, let's say in an Indian culture. I can beat up myself what has, like how on earth, if we allow that all these things have happened, that Slavic culture has been completely eradicated from the history books and completely made out based on, I don't know, like a 19th century chauvinistic German history, you know, like, but it's okay. You know, there is, I don't believe we should be resentful. I think that we should be understanding and moving away from, you know, trying to get the learnings, knowing that we will never truly figure out what actually has happened. But it's about like moving forward. How can we be better? And I wanted to actually find something. So I have this book, which is about gods of old Slavic people. And it talks about, because he was talking about egg, and I was like, oh man, I heard it somewhere. So basically here, I'll try to translate some few sentences, and you know, it's more written like a tale, because it just let me show you. It has like different gods, and then there's just a brief thing about them. So it's more about like the gods, but it talks about the creation. And it talks about that at the beginning of the times, there was a big darkness, and, you know, borderless sea of chaos, which waves were going through the space, and they were like washing off a golden egg, pretty much what he was showing in the video. That was in the middle. And in this egg, sounds familiar to the video, there was a god of everything. And Slavic, in our tradition, the name is Rod. And further they said that he was a chaos, and the chaos was him. And he was sleeping in a golden egg, and he was like quietly sleeping there, and he didn't care about the waves of the chaos around him. However, the sea of chaos was apparently cooling the egg with its motion, and he became cold, and then he woke up. And then when he was encapsulated in the egg, he first created the goddess Lada. I guess sounds very familiar, like Lakshmi, right? And basically, they just say that by the power of love, he basically broke down the egg from within, and that's just how he created the universe. that he gave law and order, and he tamed the waves of chaos, and he created unlimited number of star worlds as also our world. You know, this makes you think, right? Like, where this whole thing originated from, because it's just so strikingly similar. All these things are crazy. And I was watching something recently, and about, I think it was actually watching, there was a really long documentary on Dwarka with Hancock, and he was posing a question about, like, so, you know, maybe we should reconsider what we consider to be a civilization. You know, like the way we understand civilization these days perhaps is not how it was understood. Different people were evolved. I feel like all their civilizations, they were always way more connected to the divine, and they were seeking the answers. The first was the who I am and where do I come from, whereas here is like, where do I get my latest iPhone from, or if I become the latest, I don't know, TikTok star, what have you, you know. So the focus was so much different, and it's crazy that we have arrived at where we have arrived right now. And sometimes I do wonder, let me know what you guys think, where this is all going. Where does this go going? Because I guess we are, I still say that we are, the West is actually, I feel like that's the beginning of the end. That's how I see it. It's the start of the collapse of the Western Empire. And empires have to fall, and, you know, new empires rise, all of that stuff. It's just a shame that even though there is a huge revivalism, I think, with interest in spiritual stuff, I feel like masses are still masses. And with that being said, I think I'll leave it right here. Let me know what you guys thought about this. Let me know what you thought about the similarity between the gods of the old Slavs, in the comments below. And I will see you next one. Until then, please do take care. Sending lots of love. Bye bye.